Hello, everyone. I'm Bo from Brutal Commentary, and today I'm going to be breaking down our next matchup for UFC Perf coming to us this Saturday, September 27th. In this one, we have Andre Petroski versus Cameron Rowston. Petroski is 13-4 as a professional, 3-2 in his last five fights, while Rowston is 12-3 in his last five, 4-1 in his last five. Or I meant to say 12-3 as a professional. For Petroski, looking at his last five, he had lost to Jacob Malkoun in that really weird fight where his head clashed with the hip as he was going for a takedown, which led to him getting TKO'd. But since then, he rode a three-fight win streak. Not the most exciting in terms of entertainment, but good in terms of performance and winning via smothering, really, against Josh Frem, Dylan Boca, and most recently out kickboxing Rodolfo Vieira. Now, in his latest loss, though, however, in June, he lost a decision to Edmund Shabazian. Meanwhile, Rowston, this is going to be his UFC debut. He won the contract by defeating Brandon in Headston not too long ago. I mean, it was, I think, about a month ago. Oh, and I remember Dana White even said, like, I don't care how many fights are on that card, you're going to be in the Australia card, because I know that's what Rowston asked for. Looking at their overall skill sets, Petroski is a defined grinder. He has really good wrestling. He's got really good submissions. And before this recent 3-fight win streak where he mostly grinded his way to a decision, or in this case, didn't even entertain the grappling with Vieira, mostly outstruck him, he had at point really good submissions, mainly his front headlocks with his anacondas, his Darce chokes, and guillotines. Most of those types of submissions. But since then, he's favored position over submission greatly, and I understand it. Coming off, like, at the time with the Josh Friend fight, coming off two bad knockout losses to Michel Pereira and Malkoun, yeah, it makes sense that he would, all he would want to do is take down Frem, keep him there, and not risk any danger whatsoever. And then the same with Dylan Boca, and then, like I said, didn't want to entertain it against Vieira. I mean, even in the loss to Shabazian, he didn't really even have moments there with his wrestling, but there's a silver lining in that he didn't get knocked out, so there is that. Meanwhile, Rowston is definitely a well-rounded finisher. He could do just about everything. He's won some decisions, won some knockouts, won some submissions. He actually does have a calf slicer in there. And it's kind of funny because that was his second attempt in the Contender Series, his last win. Before that, he tried the Contender Series before and lost to the GOAT, Torres Finney, where he mostly got blanketed by the meme machine that is Torres Finney. And now he finally gets his official USA debut here. Overall, I guess the biggest question is, can Rowston defend the takedowns of Andre Petroski? I think he can. I honestly have seen him improve vastly since the Torres Finney fight, and you've seen it. He's a well-rounded fighter. He can fight just about everywhere, whether it be on the feet and on the ground. On the feet especially, it's going to be his world, especially because of the physical specs. He's 6'3" with a 75-inch reach in comparison to Petrosian, who's 6 foot and has a 73-inch reach. Now, Petrosi has some striking to him. It's mostly rudimentary boxing with some kicks, mostly to the calf and to the body. But I definitely think Rowston is going to have the superior attributes in the striking. He's going to have good power. Like I said, he has the reach advantage, and I just think he's a better all-striker. The question becomes, well, he got blanketed by Torres Finney. He got held down there for 3 rounds. Can Petrosian do the same? Yes and no. You have to remember, Torres Finney is such an oddly shaped body for middleweight, like 5'8", but built like he's on the roids. I know he's probably not. He might be. I never want to just accuse him, but you see how he looks like. He's very short and stocky, so him blanketing and just smothering his opponents is much different than, say, Petrosian doing that on you. Plus, Petrosian, while yes, he has favored position over submission, especially his top pressure from either half guard or side control, is much different in terms of just physical specs for Rowston in comparison to Finney. And I do think he's got to have improved his grappling at this point to where he's not just going to get blanketed easily. And while Petrosian has some submissions to him, Rowston has never lost by submission. So that is something to keep in mind for me if I'm thinking submission defense. And overall, like I said, I think he's got the power to hurt Petrosian in a lot of the exchanges. And I think I see Rowston playing it very smart, keeping good range with jabs, calf kicks, kicks to the body if need be. Just his long range weapons. He could throw in some teeps, he can throw in some long crosses. Nothing too dangerous. And just hurt Petrosian range. I don't even need a finish per se. I just think Rowston is just going to be able to win via playing the long, or I guess the long game would be one way to say it, but basically just keeping at range. The range game, that's it. So I guess as you can tell with how I'm saying it, I am going to pick Cameron Rowston to win. And I see a knockout possibly as I'm talking about this, because I truly think Petrosian is not, say, chinny, but he has been hurt multiple times. And he definitely can't take a shot too well at times. And like I said, you've seen him hurt badly a lot. And I think Rowston's going to do the same thing. Now, looking at the odds, minus 145 for Petrosian, plus 120 for Rowston. Again, I think the underdog's got it this time. And, I'm sure you've heard this before, but like being in your home crowd does seem to give certain fighters a boost. I do believe that. I mean, you saw it on the Paris card where all the French fighters won. You saw it at UFC Noche where all either Mexican Americans or Mexican natives won on that card as well. And I truly believe that at least some, not all, I don't fully know that, but like a lot of these Australian-born fighters and natives are going to probably win. And at least I think this is going to empower Rowston to get a big UFC win on his debut against a well-established middleweight at this point in Petrosian. So, I'm going to pick Cameron Rowston. I'm going with the knockout. With that being said, that has been my prediction for this fight. If you liked the video, comment and subscribe. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Next up, we'll have Jonathan McKelliff versus Oban Elliott. But with that being said, I've been Bo from Brutal Commentary. I thank you all for listening. Take care.